Be honest. Who hasn't dreamed about owning a vacation home? You know, sipping margaritas poolside or your toes in the sand at a beach house. But before you put an offer on that charming getaway place, let's talk about the real side of buying a vacation home. The good, the bad, and the did I just buy a house that I can't afford? Ask yourself why you want a vacation home. Is it for family memories, rental income, or because Zillow made you temporarily lose your mind after showing you a gorgeous home with awesome views? Whatever the reason, be honest. Because buying a vacation home is basically like getting into a relationship with the town. If you're not actually into hiking, then maybe don't marry the mountain cabin. It goes without saying that location matters. It matters a lot. Sure, that vacation house 5 hours away is enticing, but will you actually drive 5 hours every Friday after work? Probably not. Suddenly, your retreat feels like a second job. Vacation home fantasies are strong. You picture golf courses, pools with tanning shelves, and sitting around the fire pit during chilly evenings. But ask yourself, do you want a turnkey retreat where you just bring wine and relax? Or do you want a fixer-upper where you bring wine because you just cried over the plumbing bill? Here's the not so glamorous part: money. You're going to have additional mortgage payments, property taxes, insurance, utilities, even if you're only there 3 weekends a year. And oh, don't forget the maintenance. Thinking about renting it out? Well, that's a great idea. Just know that renters don't treat your retreat the way you do. Your handcrafted coffee table might not survive one season. Now, furnishing a vacation home, well, that's really the fun part. Finally, you can do something you've always wanted but couldn't justify at home. Rule number one: make it durable. Wet swimsuits and way too many wine spills are all part of the package. The real magic of a vacation home isn't the square footage, it's the rituals. Friday night arrivals, Saturday morning coffee with a view, enjoying the warm weather. So, should you buy a vacation home? Well, if you want a place for family, memories, or maybe just an excuse to leave the dreary weather behind you, I say go for it. Just remember, it's not only sunsets, it's also roofs, taxes, and maintenance. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Darlene Harwick, Realtor for Southern California's desert resort cities. I help buyers and sellers in the resort cities in the Coachella Valley find their dream home. Well, okay, let's get started. Out here in my area, second homes are very common. Our desert attracts people from all over the world because of our warm climate. And not only the climate, but the amazing architecture, our cultural scene, and of course, our many, many golf courses. My area have many second, even third and fourth home residents. Now, these properties are in a wide range of prices and sizes, as well as locations. But if you want to buy a second home out here or anywhere, you should consider if you want to rent it out when you're not there. And if you do you want to rent it long term or take advantage of the high rental seasonal rates during the season? Besides the initial purchase price, consider your tax ramifications. You may prefer to keep your home unoccupied while you're not using the house. So, if you charge rent for no more than 2 weeks a year, the interest on the mortgage and the property taxes are fully deductible from your gross income. In other words, you can treat this mortgage the same way you would treat the mortgage on your primary residence. I say just check with your accountant for the details. Now, if you decide to rent your home but personally use the property as well, You'll need to determine whether you're eligible to deduct operating expenses. If it's in an HOA community, add up the days you rented your place. If you occupied it fewer than 10% of those days, or less than 2 weeks, whichever is greater, you can deduct interest, utilities, cleaning fees, maintenance, and property management fees. In my area, rental fees vary according to the seasons and the popularity of the property. Our high season is November through March. In our resort cities, peak season weekly rental fees are usually equal to or greater than the property's monthly mortgage payment. Of course, homes will rent during off season as well, but they rent at a lower rate. Traditionally, many second home buyers who purchase desert properties have a straightforward plan. They use the home for personal enjoyment and rent it out during their absence so it offsets the costs and potentially earn a profit. Many communities with HOAs will accept 30-day stays or more. But that's not a deal breaker because many snowbirds and seasonal guests actually prefer month-long stays. It's just best to check with your HOA board for any approvals and restrictions. Now, over the past several years, short-term rentals have faced increased regulation and pushback from residents. Some communities simply don't want short-term rentals. The homeowners don't like the noise from the late night parties. They aren't thrilled about the parking and the traffic issues. They don't want transient guests because it feels they've lost their community. And they're also concerned about their property values and security. As a result, many cities in the Coachella Valley now have strict rules for short term rentals. And some cities, like Rancho Mirage and Cathedral City, have completely stopped issuing new permits. In Palm Springs, short term rentals surged for the past decade because they offered visitors unique, often more affordable lodging options compared to the traditional hotels. The demand increased competition and drove up prices for buyers looking for properties suitable for Airbnb or VRBO. Now, this caught the attention of local authorities. The city passed regulations to balance tourism with the needs of full-time residents. So they capped permits in certain neighborhoods. They enforced strict noise and occupancy limits, and they made vacation rental hosts collect transient occupancy taxes. And they enforced those taxes. Failure to comply can result in heavy fines or the loss of a permit. If you do become an Airbnb host, you'll want to become a 5-star host. And that begins with creating a stunning photo tour of your home and write a clear and honest description, which includes proximity to hotspots. And furnish it like the ones you see in local hotels. Regardless of short term or long term, a profitable rental depends on providing excellent guest experience and smart marketing strategies to get your home even noticed. Guests love pools, which is a must for single family homes. They want outdoor areas with a fire pit or a lounge area. They want to be close to downtown areas. And if you buy a condo, guests want amenities in that community, like golf or tennis, pickleball, and gyms. So I hope I've given you some good advice about buying a vacation home. Click the link below and you're going to receive a free copy of How to Buy a Vacation Home That Pays. And please hit the like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what's your dream vacation spot.